Good morning students. Today we will discuss about solution of question number 4, 5, 6 of exercise 6.2 of lines and angles. First of all, question number 4. Look at the question. In figure, if PQ and ST are parallel to each other and angle PQR is 110 degree and RST is equals to 130 degree, find the angle QRS. QRS means you have to find this angle. You have to find this angle. Okay. So how you can solve this one? First of all, look at the solution. Construction. Proceed PQ so that it intersect RS at M. Okay. So what you have to do in the construction? This is the PQ line. Extend this PQ line so that it intersect this line RS at M. Okay. So proceed PQ so that it intersect RS at M. Okay. Given that PQ is parallel to ST. PQ is parallel to ST. Since PQ is parallel to ST, that means this extension PQM, suppose here is another one A. Since PQ is parallel to ST, you can say that PA is also parallel to ST, or you can say MA is also parallel to ST. Now look at here, I am labeling some angles. This is as angle 1, this is as angle 2, this is as angle 3, this one is angle 4, this one is angle 5. So this ST and MA are parallel to each other, and SM is the transversal. That means you can say that this angle is equal to this angle by corresponding angle, right? They are corresponding angle. That's why angle 1 is equal to angle 2. So that's why I have written here angle 1 is equal to angle 2, because they are corresponding angle. Okay. Now angle 1 is given as 130 degree. That means angle 2 is also 130 degree. Okay. Mark this one as equation number 1. Okay. Angle 2 is 130 degree. Now again look at the figure. So this one is 130 degree. Now again angle 3 plus angle 2. Angle 3 plus angle 2. They are linear pair. That means 3 plus 2 is equals to 180 degree. If 2 is 130 degree, that means angle 3 will be 180 minus 130. That means it will be 50 degree. Check it here. Angle 2 plus angle 3 is linear pair. That's why their sum is 180 degree. That means angle 3 will be 180 minus angle 2, that is 50 degree. Okay. Mark this one as equation number 2. Okay. Similarly, you can say that angle 5 plus angle 4 is equals to 180 degree, because they are linear pair. This one is given as 110 degree. That means this will be 70 degree. 180 minus 110, that is 70 degree. So again 4 plus 5 is 180, linear pair. That is angle 4 is equals to 180 minus 5, that is 70 degree. Okay. Now this one is 70 degree, this one is 50 degree. I have to find the angle, this one R. So this is a triangle. Okay. And you know that the sum of interior angle of a triangle is 180 degree. So you can say that angle 4 plus angle 3 plus angle R is equals to 180 degree. So I have written in triangle QMR, angle 3 plus angle 4 plus QRM is equals to 180 degree. This QRM and QRS both are same. So in the next line, in place of QRM, I have written QRS. Okay. So 50 plus 70 plus this one is equals to 180 degree. That is QRS is equals to 60 degree. I have to find what is the value of QRS. So QRS will be 60 degree. Okay. So this is the answer. So this is the solution of question number 4. Now look at question number 5. In the figure, this one, AB is parallel to CD given. Angle APQ is equals to 50 degree, and angle PRD, this angle is equals to 127 degree. You have to find this x value, that means PQR and QPR, y value. Okay. You have to find the value of x and y. That means you have to find this angle and this angle. Okay. Start. First of all, as you can see, AB is parallel to CD. It is given AB is parallel to CD. So you can consider AB is parallel to CD and PQ is the transversal. Okay, PQ is the transversal. That means angle PQR is equal to angle APQ, alternative angle. Okay, this is parallel line and this is transversal. That means this angle is equal to this angle because they are alternative angle. That means if APQ is 50 degree, PQR is also 50 degree. That means this X is equal to 50 degree. Given that AB is parallel to CD, therefore PQR is equal to APQ. That's why X equals to 50 degree. So we get the value of X. Now we have to find the value of Y. Again take this AB is parallel to CD. Now consider PR as transversal. Okay, AB is parallel to CD and PR is the transversal. So you can say that this angle is equal to this angle, again by alternative angle. So this APR is equal to PRD, okay, by alternative angle. Again APR can be written as APQ plus QPR. That means this whole angle can be written as this angle plus this angle. Okay, so in place of APR I am writing APQ plus QPR is equals to 127 degree. This value is 127 degree given. Now APQ is also given as 50 degree. So in place of APQ write 50 degree. So 50 degree plus Y is equals to 127 degree. That means the value will be 127 minus 50, that is 77 degree. So the value of Y is 77 degree. Okay, in this way you have to solve this question. Now the last question of this exercise, question 4. In figure, PQ and RS are two mirrors placed parallel to each other. An incident ray AB strikes the mirror PQ at B. The reflected ray moves along the path BC and strikes the mirror RS at C, again reflect back to CD. You have to prove that AB is parallel to CD. So AB is a ray strikes at B on PQ mirror, then the reflected ray moves along BC and strikes the mirror RS at C and again reflect back along CD. You have to prove that this AB ray is parallel to this CD ray. Okay. So first of all you have to draw a construction. What is the construction? At the point B you have to draw a perpendicular line BE perpendicular to PQ. Similarly at the point C you have to draw a perpendicular line CF perpendicular to RS. Okay, so draw BE perpendicular to PQ and CF perpendicular to RS. Now again I will mark some angle, this angle as 1, this angle as 2, this angle as 3 and this angle is as 4. Okay, now you know from the physics, I think it will be from chapter light. So you know that this incident angle or angle of incident is equal to angle of reflection. So you can say that this 1 is equal to 2, right? Similarly here this is angle of incident and this is angle of reflection. That's why 4 is equal to 3. So what you get? Angle 1 is equal to 2, angle 3 is equal to 4. Okay, now again look at here, this is 90 degree, this is also 90 degree, so this is parallel to this one. Okay, look at here, this is parallel to this one, and again this is 90 degree over this line and this is 90 degree over this line. That means these 90 degrees are parallel to each other. That means BE is parallel to CF and this BC is the transversal. So you can say that this 3 angle is equals to this 2 angle. Okay, what I said, this is parallel to this. Okay, and BE and CF are perpendicular to PQ and RS respectively. That means this is also parallel to each other. BE is also parallel to CF. BE is also parallel to FC. That means this 3 angle is equal to this 2 angle by alternative property. So angle 1 is equals to angle 2, angle 3 is equals to angle 4 and angle 3 is equals to angle 2. Okay, by alternative angle. Okay, now this one is 1, this one is 4. So now you get 1 is equal to 2, 2 is equal to 3, 3 is equal to 4. That means ultimately 1 is equal to 4. Okay, combining these three equations, so 1 is equal to 4. Now multiply both sides by 2. 2 into 1, 2 into 4. So 2 into 1 can be written as 1 plus 1. 2 into 4 can be written as 4 plus 4. In place of 1, write 1. In place of this 1, write 2. Because 1 is equal to angle 2. So this is 2. Again, this in place of this angle 4, write 3. Because 4 is equal to 3. So 3 plus 4. So what you get? 1 plus 2 is equal to 3 plus 4. In place of 1 plus 2, you can write BCD, because 1 plus 2 is whole this angle BCD. Similarly, 3 plus 4 you can write ABC. So BCD is equals to ABC. That means this angle is equal to this angle. So if you consider AB and CD line, this angle is equal to this angle. That means alternative angles are equal. So AB is parallel to CD. Since the alternative angles are equal, hence AB is parallel to CD. So this is the explanation of question number 6. In this way, you have to solve these questions.